There's the music. He says he's been in the shadows long enough and is testing the waters for a return to television. Matt Lauer was spotted over the weekend at former CNN host Don Lemon's wedding. Now, Lauer has largely been missing from the public eye after he was ousted from his chair at the Today Show over sexual misconduct allegations. It is important to note he was never charged with any crime, but let's bring in NewsNation senior story editor Paula Froelich. Paula, so it sounds like he'd like to make a media comeback. Do you think the audience is ready for him to make a media comeback?
You know, I think the audience could be ready, Nichole. You know, here's the thing about America is you ain't done till you're done. And everybody loves the second, third, fourth, fifth, and eighth act. Just ask J-Lo. But here's the deal. He's now saying he thinks he's owed an apology. And you'll remember 7 years ago, he was fired from NBC because of sexually inappropriate behavior, where he would have relations with women while he was married in his office. He had that infamous button that
I was going to bring that up, that switch. Yeah.
You know, and I'll be honest with you, I am a lazy person. So if I had to get up and down from my desk, I'd be like, put in a switch. However, I don't think it sends a good message to women in the workplace of here's a guy who's just going to have extramarital relations all the time in his office.
Well, who does he want the apology from? Do we know?
I think he wants the apology from NBC. I think he thinks he never should have been fired because he claims the relationships were consensual. However, I do have a very good friend, and she's gone public saying that he hit on her, and she basically said no, and then he ruined her career. So I'm pretty sure she feels like she is owed an apology from him.
All right, so we'll see what happens with that. We're going to talk about another TV legend, and from NBC to ABC, there's a new biography dropping bombshells about Barbara Walters and how the trailblazer viewed other female journalists. And Paula, it's been at this point about 1.5 years since her death, but there were whisperings about this while she was still alive, correct?
Oh, yeah. Nichole, everyone in New York knew about it, but we also have to understand that what we're about to discuss happened in a very different time when women really had no power and there were almost no women on television. And Barbara scraped and clawed and fought her way up. And because she realized there was really, at the time, only room for one woman, that she saw everyone else as a threat. And she was insanely, you know, she was really competitive. So she would do things like go to dinner with her dear friend Andrea Mitchell at NBC, and Andrea would drop a little bon mot saying, oh, yeah, I just booked Fidel Castro. And she'd go, that's wonderful. She'd go home, call up Fidel and said, don't do that interview. I'm doing the interview, and basically scuppered Andrea. And then, of course, she always thought of Diane Sawyer as her personal nemesis and was always a little bit jealous because, you know, Diane was technically prettier. And she felt that Diane didn't have to work as hard as she did to get where she is, considering she was not what some people would call a textbook beauty.
All right. Well, I don't know. You know, regardless, we know Barbara made amazing strides for women in the business. But we don't have much time, Paula. They do this to us every time, so I don't have a lot of time left here. I want to move on to the next thing. We're going to talk music. We're going to be talking Morgan Wallen. He was arrested, as we know, after throwing that chair from the roof of a Nashville bar. But now there are rumors swirling about why he did it, and his ex-girlfriend is weighing in, Paula.
Oh, it is bonkers. Okay, so apparently he was at the Chiefs bar in Nashville, having a good time, perhaps a bit of a too good time, if you know what I mean. He was apparently flirting with a woman, and then sources are saying that he heard that his ex, Katie, had just gotten married. And so now you have to understand, they dated on and off for 3 years. They have a son together. And I think it was always kind of like his safety in the back of his mind. But honestly, at the end of the day, to quote Beyonce, if you want it, you better put a ring on it.
You better put a ring on it. And also don't throw chairs over the roof. That's, again, allegedly.
Oh, And not only that, but first of all, 6 floors, Nichole. That would have been deadly.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Yeah. I would not want to be on the receiving end of that chair.
Landed 3 feet away.
All right,
from
Paula, they're giving me, I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry. It's always great to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.